It's around 40 degrees. We're out earlier because we have a car appointment today. And we're going to the gym. And Meg needs her walk, so here we are. Chilly, chilly. When you don't have any humidity, 40 feels cold. Still really overcast today. We did get some rain yesterday. I guess we'll see whether or not it's going to rain again. The sky doesn't look quite as heavy as yesterday, but I don't know, it's still pretty socked in. She won't. That's our girl.
She's messing everything up because she's forcing a walk early and a walk late.
What are you gonna do?
Return her?
That's not an option. No returns. No returns. I will say this dog has gone through more phases than any dog that I've ever had, but she's a good dog. See, it's pretty socked in today.
Oh, did you get a bag?
Let me double check. Yes, I have a bag. We have a bag. You could actually wear gloves out here.
Oh, it's cold.
40 might not seem like it's cold, but when there's no humidity, it actually feels quite cold. Especially with just a little bit of a breeze, which we have.
Even with a little humidity, it's cold.
Yeah, I guess there must be some humidity because of the clouds, right? Yeah.
It's cold.
Anyway, glad we didn't go too crazy planting plants because they would be unhappy. Quinoa handles colder weather though. Tomatoes not so much. Definitely not squash.
She hasn't even peed yet. Come on, Meg. You got to go to the bathroom. I'm not walking you all the way up to it.
Good morning, Alana. How are you today? Thanks for joining the channel. Give us a little company in this early morning walk. Actually, come summertime, this won't be that early, but right now when it's so cold, it's early, right? Oh, glad you're doing good. That's awesome. We are too. Just a little chilly, that's all. But it's still a beautiful morning. Look, there's a hummingbird in the tree. Let me see if I can zoom in. See that little guy? I love these little birds. They're so sweet. Hey, Nerdy Edits. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you think it's cute. Oh, it flew just like that. Let me catch up to them. My hands are cold holding this phone. It's okay. I got rid of my gloves when we moved here from Alaska, right? You don't expect to need them in the desert. She's looking for the spot. Can you imagine walking around just smelling the ground? I think she's taking Daddy on a wild goose chase. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for liking the video. The rabbit was here. The rabbit was there. He's a good sport. When you're out this early, you do have a chance of seeing some animals, like maybe even coyotes, possibly. We'll see. You never know, I haven't seen one of those in a while, which isn't a bad thing. Whatever you do, don't touch that thing right there. Oh, don't smell it, Meg. Just say no. Those cholas are pokey. Pokey, 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 pokey. They look really pretty from a distance, right? But they're pokey. Let's watch out, baby. I don't see any rabbits out here. I'm looking. We had doves in the yard, so I don't know where the quail are. Maybe they're still hunkered down, right? Staying warm. I think that's what's going on. It's good that they clear a lot of the brush, but when they do clear the brush, the birds lose their places that they sleep. Or I don't know that they necessarily. Hey Matt, welcome to the channel. We are about 25 minutes out of Las Vegas. That's a great guess. So we're in the desert of southern Nevada. How about you? She loves to dig. She's crazy that way.
Going up to the end. Then I go back down the other log post.
All right. That's a good plan because it's freezing out here this morning. Oh, you're in Boston, Massachusetts. Wow. Well, I bet it's pretty chilly where you're at. And you're in Texas. Oh, how cool is that? My husband's going to be in Texas here at the end of the month. He's going to be bowling in a tournament. Maybe in Houston, I think. A lot of good bowling out there. Louisiana for the Nationals. I've been to Texas with them a couple of times. 42 degrees, not too bad. Well, that's awesome. Originally, I'm from Alaska. I shouldn't be complaining, right? Elena, thank you. She is really cute. She's a super snuggler too. Boy, I tell you what. When she snuggles, she presses her whole body into you. So Matt, you lived in Texas in the 90s. Wow. I don't think I've ever been to Leaf, Texas. But that's cool. Houston is really humid. He took me there once for a bowling tournament, and I remember it felt so weird walking on the floor in the hotel room because it was laminate floor, but it felt sticky. It's kind of an interesting experience. It's really dry here. We have a lot of humidity in our grow room. If you caught our video yesterday in the garden room. Well, this will be more fun here in a month, I think, once it's a little warmer. Somebody was telling me this morning about, oh, put an owl in your garden. Yep, look at that. We got a pigeon next to the owl. I tried it when we first moved here. It didn't do much. You've been to 30 states? Wow, that's amazing. Are you retired or what type of industry are you in? It's a lot of travel. I've driven through a few with Mr. Painter, but I've only lived in Nevada and Alaska. What you doing, huh? You're like, what's going on with this walk?
What's going on? Well, how come we're not going to the park?
Those are plum trees over there, sweetie.
Oh, yeah. Are they ornamental?
I don't know what kind of plum,
If they are, yeah.
but it's definitely in the plum family. I did that Google camera lens thingy. Oh, you turned 41 and you've just done a lot of traveling. Well,
Oh,
happy
wow.
birthday. Oh my gosh.
A
The
birthday?
11th was my mother's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday to you.
It was a great birthday. Big old palm tree there. We're just doing a walkabout today.
She is. She's confused. She's like, we always go to the park.
Oh, you like foxes, Elena? When I lived in Alaska, we had a lot of foxes. I would see them sometimes really early in the morning when I'd go running with my dog. There was red foxes, gray foxes, cross foxes. So you don't know how you ended up in Boston. That's pretty expensive, $2,500 a month for one bedroom.
Boston is I have a friend that lives there. Very expensive. Very expensive in Boston.
He says it's absolutely beautiful, but very expensive. I believe you. Elena, I'm glad you like
Oh, it's
foxes.
just like California.
Oh, is it? Do you think it's
very
like
beautiful in California, but you can't afford to live there.
Yeah.
Nasdaq's up 300. Come on, Meg, this way.
Well, I'm glad it's beautiful. The only thing that would be worse than having it be expensive is if it wasn't beautiful, right? Alaska's really beautiful too. You can
Too cold.
it's too cold, so it gets expensive with utility cost. But
It's closed.
you can have different types of lifestyles there. Like there's some people that live in cabins. Those are usually more affordable.
Oh, after a weak consumer sentiment report. We had a weak consumer sentiment report. Everything bounces, but a weak consumer sentiment.
History is so cool. I bet you there's a lot of history there. I haven't been to Boston.
They got a really good mayor in Boston. She won't work with ICE.
Oh.
Very liberal. I think she's Chinese. Her name is Wu.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, what's my favorite animal? Well, other than dogs, Elena, I love birds. And I think the hummingbird is my favorite. Those little guys are so friendly. They fly down and they want to see what you're doing in the yard. They're very sweet. They don't cause any problems at all. So I love hummingbirds. Yep. We hand raised a dove during the lockdown. One got blown in between our house and our neighbor's house, and we watched it for a couple days, and the parents weren't feeding it, and like day 3 we're like, well, if we don't help this poor little thing, it's not going to make it. So that was pretty interesting. You pretty much had to feed it every 2 hours from sunrise to sunset. And about the time it started flying around in the house, we were like, okay, we got to teach it to live outside. And it actually still comes to our yard, which is pretty cool.
Yes, she comes every day.
Yep. At first, when we released her, she wasn't too happy about it, but she flew up into the trees, and the next day she came back, and we would sit with her outside at our patio table, and she would come take a nap on the table. I guess she felt safe with us. So birds are pretty cool. I think they're free spirits. The hummingbirds don't cause any problems, though. All the other birds, well, the dove don't actually cause any problems either. The quail are super cute, but they will get into stuff. Oh, you were feeding a bird? That's cool. Hey, Customized by Kino, good morning. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining the channel. We're doing good. It's a little chilly, but we're doing good. Getting out for an early walk. We got stuff to do today, including going to the gym. I try to hit the gym about 3 times a week. How about you? Yeah, birds are pretty awesome. Oh, there's a little Hummer again. Let's see if I can zoom in on them. There you go. They're so little. They're very territorial. You know what? It's so overcast here, we couldn't tell if it was or not, so it was really overcast. We had like a lot of wind yesterday. It was really stormy, a lot of rain. You know, Matt, that's a really good question. I'm glad you said that because I have a pair of shoes that get pretty messy when I'm gardening in our backyard. And so rather than track through the house, I've been leaving them on the back porch when I come inside. And I did leave those turned upside down, right? And then shake them out before I put them on. We haven't actually had any scorpions in our yard. Oops, watch my feeding here, my footing. We haven't actually had any scorpions in our yard, but last year my husband killed 2 black widows. So we definitely don't want to find anything like that in your shoes when you put them on, right? I'm glad you're having a great day, Customized by Kino. Thank you. We are up and at 'em. Hope you are too. We have Matt in Boston, Elena in Texas. Where do you hail from? We're in the desert of southern Nevada. I don't know for certain, Matt, but I have heard that the smaller ones have more venom. What do you think, honey? The smaller the scorpion, the more poisonous?
Yeah, it depends on the species. You know, they're like the bark. Out here, the bark scorpions are the ones that are pretty. They live up in attics. They live in the trees. And generally, even though they won't kill you, they'll make you pretty sick. They're like one of the worst. Then there's another type that's not around here either, in Phoenix, you know, down in Arizona. That's pretty poisonous. Okay, Meg, where's the... Oh no, she buried it?
It looks like she buried it, honey. Oh, see if you can find it.
There, I got it. I got some of it. All right, let's head back. Yeah, the bark scorpion is the one that's... I'm gonna go over here. Here, Rose, will you do me? Okay, just go put it in that.
Oh, you found it. Okay, all right. Let me go throw this away.
I found the main part of it.
Okay, well, I'll throw it away. Good job. All right, we got to throw this away. We got the #1 thing out of the way. Meg had to do her business because we got lots of stuff to do today. I think the scorpions probably like the texture of the saw palmetto and the palm trees. You're probably more likely to have them on your property if you have those. So we don't have those trees. Maybe the Joshua tree even. I don't know. Things that have texture where they can get in it and hide.
Did you see the rabbit one?
Oh, there it is. Yep, there we go. Oh, there's 2 of them.
She's crying because she smells it and didn't see it.
You can see that they're over here. There's little rabbit pellets all over the ground.
She knows that some are so bad.
Her ears are pretty good.
Oh, her ears are the best.
Well, sure was nice to have a few new people join in today. Nice chatting with you, Elena, Matt, and Customized by Kino. Thanks for joining. Oh, you have the name horse with no name in your head. That happens to me sometimes too. Thanks for joining us today on the channel. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a blessed day.